100% of the work that you do in any circumstance is vibrational. Not 90%, not 80%, 100% of the work that we do to align with anything in the physical world is vibrational. First, we do the vibrational work, the inner work of filling out our grid, right? Cleaning up our vibrational grid, allowing it to fill out with things that we love to think about, things that feel so good to think about, things that light us up from the inside, thoughts that feel so good. And when we're in that sweet spot of joy that is created from within, we don't have to do much work. We don't have to do any work in the 3D for things to kind of align themselves. So let's say I really want to go somewhere. Let's say I really want to go to Australia, because I really want to go to Australia. I'm like fascinated by it, like all these things, right? So let's just say I really want to go to Australia. I'm not there, right? Like I'm here, I'm not in Australia. So I'm going to keep thinking about it. I'm going to look up pictures of it. I'm going to get excited about the beaches, you know what I mean? Or Florida. I also really want to go to Florida. There are many places I want to go. Let's say Florida. 30A, you know what I mean? Like I've been wanting to live in 30A for so long. And so I'll look up like the beaches and the white sand and this and that. And my mind is saturated with pictures of it, with the imagery of it. I can just like smell the salty air on 30A, you know what I mean? I can just like see the buildings and like how they look. I've looked up images of the beachfront buildings and houses, and oh my god, like there's so many things to get inspired by and to enjoy, right? So I don't actually own a house on 30A, like I don't. I want to, that's my dream, but I don't at the moment. So instead of waiting to actually own a house on 30A in the beachfront, instead of actually waiting for that to happen and then being happy after that instance has occurred, right? Like when will I get happy? Will I get happy when I sign the lease or the contract? Will I get happy when I open the door for the first time and walk into my new house on 30A and there's a water view and there's a master bedroom with a beach view and all this stuff, right? Like when will I actually get happy? When will I actually get satisfied about this desire? It's not then, it's now, right? Because even just imagining it is so fun. It's so, it's so beautiful. It feels so good. It feels so exciting. It feels so scintillating to imagine it. So I'm not going to wait to actually have it in order to be happy. I'm going to get happy now. This is the case with every single manifestation. This is the case with every single desire. You can want so many things. I know so many people want so many things, myself included. You know, I would love to sing on stages. I would love to sing on stages. You know what I mean? I would love to sit down in front of like an entire audience and just like have a place to just sit and sing. Like that's really all I want to do in my life, you know? So until then, right, like, what am I going to do? Am I just going to like not do that? No, I'm still going to be there mentally. Like whenever I sing, you know, all I have to do is close my eyes and there's the audience. So that's an example of being happy and preparing for the instance now, in the now moment. Let's say you want to get married, right? Let's say you're looking, okay, because people love relationships. Let's say you're looking for like the perfect partner, the perfect relationship, right? Which is perfect. That's amazing. But you don't know like who it could be, what you want, or let's say you have a picture of who it is, you know. So you get happy about it now. You get happy about the relationship now. You don't sit in the absence of it, because that is going to give you the same situation, because you are emitting that vibration of lacking it. You know what I mean? So if you keep sitting there like, oh, I don't have a relationship, like who I want hasn't shown up, like all these things, then they're not going to show up, you know what I mean? But if you are instead excited about what's to come, any potential relationship, you have a idea maybe of who you want, but it's not like a requirement, you know what I mean? And you're just open, you're easy about it, you know what I mean? As my mentor Abraham Hicks says, you're easy about it. Then that actually allows vibrationally for many different kinds of interesting people to come into your experience, and you get to see, oh, okay, I get along with this person in this way, this person is like this, etc. And you understand that, There's no end to the beautiful interactions you can experience with people. There's no end to beautiful places you can visit, Australia, Florida, everywhere. There's no end to beachfront houses. Like, they all exist. So when you understand that you have surplus and that the universe is abundant, then you don't wait for your desire to appear for you to get happy. It just does not work that way. You cannot put the cart before the horse, vibrationally speaking. You have to put the horse before the cart. Your vehicle has to be already there, already moving there, already on the way, vibrationally speaking. You cannot jump from point A to point Z. You have to experience the whole alphabet, and you have to get excited about each step, each experience, but actually, the way to go from point A to Z is to be at Z. You can choose, I want to be at S, I want to be at Q, whatever. But these are just ideas that you've made up for yourself, thinking that, okay, I have to go through the entire alphabet in order to get to Z. But if you were to just close your eyes and see the audience, you would be at Z. This is manifestation. This is how I have been able to get every single thing in my life that I want. I have time freedom. I have the ability to do what I love. I have the ability to mentor people. I've created beautiful things that make me money. I have this YouTube channel. I put together outfits that I've had the best experiences with fashion and clothing that I've attracted in different things that I only wear what I love, and I love everything that I wear, So this is manifestation, and you can get quite good at this, by practicing it. It's about releasing the resistance that we've been conditioned to think that we need. We hold on to resistance like our life depends on it, not realizing that it's taking our life force energy when we give attention to it. Because resistance is anything that has anxiety, anything that has some air of depression or feeling lack, anything that has some air of struggle or effort. That's resistance. I have to go through every single letter of the alphabet in order to get what I want. I have to date so many people in order to find the right one. These are ideas of resistance. You are there now. Because the imagination is the vehicle. The imagination can take you there, and at some point you may be so satisfied with your mental creation that you may not even need to go to Florida. You can just already be happy here now, wherever you are. And then, if you keep imagining travel and being excited about it, before you know it, you'll be on a plane. It's so easy, actually, that it's scary. It's so easy that it's a little alarming to know just how much power we have and just how much we've been using our own power against us to keep our manifestations away from us via resistance. But everybody's been conditioned to resist their own alignment. But if you actually want to release resistance and be aligned with yourself, come into alignment with yourself, you will see that the good feelings are elicited by you. The happiness and the joy is elicited by you. It's not elicited by a beach somewhere in the world, you know what I mean? It's elicited by you. And so you keep eliciting this feeling, and before you know it, you can travel to any beach you want. You can buy a house on any beachfront, etc. So what matters here? What actually matters here, right? The physical efforting of it, the physical journey, the physical travel? No. The vibrational alignment is what matters. First, you align with self, you align with who you are, and then everything else falls into place. The perfect partner, the perfect business, the perfect fashion, everything else falls into place when you know who you are and you are aligned with who you are, and you recycle that juicy feeling of joy and excitement about what you're doing. When I sing, I'm so happy. When I dance, I'm so happy. I'm in the state of alignment. I'm in the vortex, as my mentor Abraham Hicks says. I'm in the vortex. When I look at somebody that I love, I'm in the vortex. I don't actually have to be with a specific person in order for me to be happy. Just knowing that they exist and knowing that they're doing what they need to do and knowing that they and I exist at the same space-time reality, like that is enough for me. You know what I mean? So understand that it's all about you aligning with you. It's you needing to come back to you. And a lot of us don't know, and a lot of us in the world don't know how to do this, you know. So Seema, how do you align with yourself? That's really great. How do I align with myself? You align with yourself by cutting out all noise. This is why meditation is like preferred, but you cut out all noise, all distraction. You be with yourself alone, and you get to swim in the imagination. You give yourself the permission to imagine, not to think, not to attach to an identity, no, but instead to go up, to swim in the imagination. Okay, what can I picture? What do I want? You know what I mean? Like that question in and of itself is so juicy, right? What do I want? You know, oh my God, like there's so many things that I can want. Not desire, but what can I imagine that is fun for me to think about? What thoughts feel good? What thoughts feel good to think about? Like, okay, so I'm on a stage singing. Okay, so you know, an imagination scenario that I can come up with is, you know, I'm speaking in front of people. I'm on a stage speaking. You know what I mean? That's one of my things as well. So what is it? What is it for you? Maybe you're walking down the aisle. Maybe you are presenting your fashion designs to a you know, design company. Maybe you are in a relationship, you know. Maybe you are traveling. Maybe you're on a plane. That's another one for me. Being on planes, being on stages, like, come on, you know what I mean? So decide what that is for you. Maybe you found a best friend. That's another thing for me as well. A best friend, right? Or being with somebody that just clicks with you, you know. So imagine, it's free to imagine, and it's probably the most cost-effective activity you could literally ever do, because the ROI is so high in imagination. The ROI is so high, and we've been cut off from this, guys. We've been cut off from this due to a capitalistic society that wants us to not imagine, not understand that magic is real, not understand that synchronicity is the way back home, you know what I mean? Not understand that God is real and within and is us, you know what I mean? Like, society wants us to turn off our cognition, truly, and everything that comes with it, and our imagination and our ability to conceive things that have not been there in our lives yet. Like, you don't even know what is awaiting you. You just don't even know. And I'm not just saying this. If you resonate with everything that has been said here, then trust me, you don't know what is coming for you. The best of the best of the best. Get excited about that, because you can have anything you want. Like, I don't know who told you that you can't. Was it life? Was it society? Was it your experiences that lowered your confidence? You know, what was it? Because all of that, it just doesn't matter. It's just not real. It's not true. You can have anything you want, anything. Lots of money, the perfect honey, like whatever you want, okay? And when you understand that there's no limit, because there's no limit to you, there's no limit to your ability to experience, there's no limit to your consciousness, and there's no like limitation or corners to your consciousness, then you understand that everything is on limits for you. Everything is an option. Everything is an option, you know? And you get to experience whatever you want. And if you want the experience of having multiple options just in general, you can do that too, you know? You can literally experience anything that you want. So I really want you to know this, because it took me some time to understand this, you know, because we live life, we live in a one-dimensional way. We live in a way that is, we're used to it, you know what I mean? So because of that, we truly have been in our own reality, creating our own reality, but maybe not been so happy with our creations. So what we need to do is instead step out of the hamster wheel that we've created, through meditation, again, is the best way, because you literally go where you need to go. Oh my god. Sorry, I have a dog hair on my face. I'm gonna edit that out. Seema, edit that out. Okay, where was I? So yes, so you literally, you take a step back from the hamster wheel of what you've created so far. You ideally meditate, you go within a state of meditation because you want to get back into the vortex, right? Into the state of vortexual creation where all things are possible, where you are swimming in good feeling thoughts and feelings. And from there you are free, and you realize that you are free. And the only true freedom is freedom from resistance. You are free from resistance. You are free from rational thinking. That is freedom. That's why when we sleep, we go straight into the vortex. We are not thinking, we are not efforting, because thoughts are actions, you know, they produce effects in reality. So that's why your main job is to be in a state of alignment, to be in that vortex, so that you can ideally think only positive thoughts, or not at all. Like, if you're not thinking positively, don't think. Don't think. Try not to think. Okay? This means being in the body. This means being within a state of meditation. This means being within a state of flow in any way that you can. But if it's not a positive thought, we're not thinking it. We're not thinking it, because we know just how powerful we are. Okay, so we don't use our power against ourselves. We don't. So yes, within a state of meditation, which can be in any way, guys. If you are a runner, then, you know, I recommend sedentary meditation, sitting cross-legged, chakras aligned, spine up straight, mudra, and you go within. If you want to do active meditation, such as, you know, running and meditating in that way, that's also a way to meditate. I personally have seen the best, strongest effects from sedentary sadhana. You want to enter into a state of meditation, sitting down, because that way you can really focus on sitting within the consciousness, and you feel your power. You actually can feel your chakra centers aligning and expanding. Okay? So I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope it was informative for you. We touched on everything that we could touch on in terms of imagination and the power of imagination and conscious manifestation. If you guys enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know down below. I read your comments. I want to know what it is that you are going to be doing moving forward. Are you going to be trying to meditate? Are you actively going to sit within the imagination and understand that it is done now, it is here now? Because the vortex can give you anything that you want now if you just don't hold it away from yourself with your resistance, with your resistant thoughts. Some time needs to pass before I can get that. I need to have this amount of money before I can get that. It's resistance. Okay? It is done now. Your desire is done now, because everything exists all at once. Yeah? And you thinking that you need to effort in some way is your own resistance.